It is February 1st, Fate's Day night. Yo, they love this music, dude. My awakening is dark. Perhaps I just don't dream much, but unless something really special happens, I always seem to have some dream. It's a sword. What I imagine are swords. Why? I don't know why it is. He answers that in a very nice question, but this is the only thing that comes into my mind. There's no meaning or reason to it. It may just be one of the aspects making up Emiya Shiro. There are no dreams to dream. The only things I recall from sleep are things I was taught a long time ago. For example, about Meigi. Even if I'm an amateur, if I'm a magus, it's only natural for me to understand the kind of world I live in. To put it simply, a magus is an exception in conflict with modern society, but even exceptions must band together to survive. Father told me that the group of Meigi is called the Magic Association. This is an association? Well, I guess that makes sense. He also said that I shouldn't associate with them. Well, damn. That got ended real quick. The group called the Magic Association hides magic and organizes Meigi. They basically keep watch to see that Meigi do not affect society with magic. But the strange part is that they do not prohibit misuse of What? How does that work? According to Kiritsugu, the Magic Association is only interested in the concealment of magic. Even if the magus carries out his research at the expense of the lives of many ordinary people, the Magic Association will not punish him. His priority is that magic should not become public, so they do not ban magic. So they're crazy people who think you can do anything as long as you don't get caught. Anyway, the surveillance of the Magic Association is thorough. Most magical research would cost the lives of ordinary people, but as a result, the existence of magic would become public. So the association does not allow research that would harm society. So Meigi stay at home and research quietly while the normal world carries on unmolested. That's unmolested is a very interesting word. Hence, Meigi only try to hide themselves to escape the association. So perhaps I just don't know it, and a magus lives in this town. I hear, Fuyuki City is a spiritually excellent area. Such an area always has a distinguished magus with a history. They are called the second owner, an elite in the association entrusts the area to them. Who's the second owner? Is it the Tosaka family or is it somebody else that Rin overlooked? Because that seems to be a trend going on here. Meigi, who would live in the area, must visit them and obtain their permission to construct a workshop. Huh? Looking at it like that, were thieves living here without the permission of the landlord? Father was an outlaw? Or maybe it's Kide. I don't know. Father was an outlaw who cut his ties with the association, moved here without the consent of the administrator, Fuyuki. The owner doesn't know that Emiya Kiritsugu was a magus, and Kiritsugu didn't know who the owner was. With reasoning like that, I think our position is ambiguous. Father, the real magus, has passed away. How did he pass away, though? And I, his son and pupil, don't know the Magic Association and have not the skill to be a magus. From the association point of view, they would want to catch an amateur like me doing things, but I see no movement yet. No, I've heard that Japan is relatively hidden from the eyes of the association, so I think I've just not been found out. But that doesn't mean I can let my guard down. People say that the eyes of the association are everywhere, and on top of that, if you commit a crime with magic, the heretic hunters of the church will come after you. That just means that whatever you use magic for, lack of care will create enemies. I, Emiya Shido, just have to study independently, taking that into account. And I am awake. Time to stretch. I wake up to see the sun shining in through the window. The sun may have just risen as it's still a bit dark outside. I'm not good in the morning either, bruh. But where's Sakura? I get up trying not to be defeated by the morning chill and quickly fold up my futon. It's 5:30. One of my strengths is waking up at this time. No matter how late I go to sleep, I do sometimes make mistakes and wake up late like yesterday, but I usually wake up early. I think alarm clocks are degenerate, so I haven't used one since I was a kid. Since I let Sakura do all the work yesterday, I have to return a favor this morning. So, what if she's actually there already? I should finish preparing before Sakura arrives. I cook rice and make some miso soup. It was radish and carrot yesterday, so I make onion and potato miso soup today. I also make the usual broth egg and broth boil, and I'm done. I cut and salt the sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this word, and stop just before cooking it. It's almost 6 o'clock. I finished earlier than expected, so I may have some extra time. So what time does Sakura usually get there? So what should I do? You mean train your magic again? The morning exercises are my daily routine, so I'll go and stretch my body a bit. Alright. Oh, you have a dojo in your house? What? The empty dojo is quiet enough to brace myself. In the morning, when the sun has just risen, the silence has a holy feel to it that fascinates those who come here. There's only one thing to do now that I'm here. Since Kiritsugu died, this place has become a gym to train my body. Even a magus cannot neglect to train their body. One of the requirements for a magus is to have excellent physical abilities. While Kiritsugu was alive, we had many matches here, so I guess that's why Rin is, maybe, I don't know if that's above average or not. Well, it was pretty much him beating on me, so I didn't learn anything about how to win in a fight, but I think I learned the difference between a fight and a battle. In other words, I was taught the difference between killing your opponent and beating your opponent. Knowledge and experience are different. Yes, they are. Unless I know in advance, it's hard to tell whether I'm involved in a fight or a murder. It's a simple story. As long as you learn magic, you might destroy yourself, and times will come when you have to fight. For a Meigi, a fight means killing each other, so I think what Kiritsugu wanted to teach me was to prepare my mind for the prospect of death. But it's been a while since my teacher passed away. On my own, all I can do are simple exercises that anyone can do. After warming up my stretching, I start my exercises, keeping my attention inside my body. So are we gonna do the pole thing again? I comprehend the flow of the magic circuit, the friction in my bones, the distortion in my thinking during fatigue, all while I'm training. 170. Yes, yes. Even a simple push-up can be training for the magic circuit if I put on mental shackles instead of metal weights. If I don't have a teacher, exercise like that of a club's morning practice is an important part of training.